بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض. وقال الله تعالى: أولم ينظروا في ملكوت السماوات والأرض. وقال الله تعالى: ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا. وقال الله تعالى: قتل الإنسان ما أكفره من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة خلقه فقدره ثم السبيل يسره ثم أماته فأقبره ثم إذا شاء أنشره كلا لما يقضي ما أمره فلينظر الإنسان إلى طعامه أنا صببنا الماء صبا ثم شققنا الأرض شقا فأنبتنا فيها حبا وعنبا وقضبا وزيتونا ونخلا وحدائق غلبا وفاكهة وأبا متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Today inshallah we'll be discussing about two topics. Number one is tafakkur, which is meditation, to ponder over the creator of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also meditation from the Quran and from the Sunnah. And in a later time we will mention a few hadiths about the fada'il of the month of Ramadan, which is coming soon. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا, the people who remember Allah قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا, standing position and sitting, وعلى جنوبهم, and also when they're lying down, ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض, and they ponder over Allah's creation in the earth and in the heavens. قال الله تعالى, in a different ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, أولم ينظروا في ملكوت السماوات والأرض, have they not seen the qudra of Allah, the power of Allah in the heavens and in the earth. Then in Surah Naba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا, have we not spread the earth like a bed? Have we not spread the earth like a bed? وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا, have we not raised the mountains like supporting poles? Because if you don't have the mountains in the earth, then it wouldn't be stable. وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا, and we have raised the mountains like supporting pillars or poles. وَخَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا, and we have created you in pairs, male and females. وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا, and we have give you rest and peace and repose in your sleep. So when you sleep, you're very tired, you have worked hard, and then when you go to sleep the next morning, you wake up and you're fresh again. So this is also from the qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا, and we have give you rest in your sleep. So many people, they take medicine, they can't even sleep. They have the best bed, the best mattress, the best house, and they still don't have the restless. Why? Because again, this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This peace we get is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَعَلْنَا سَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا. So you can see somebody who's billionaires, he can't sleep at night. But you can see somebody homeless on the street and mashallah, he's peacefully sleeping there on the street. So why? Again, because وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا, Allah is the one who gives us the rest when we're sleeping. وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا, and the night, Allah has made a night as the cover for us. Allah has made the night as the cover for us. Night time, everything is shut, everything is peaceful. You don't really need to even close the curtain. Because some people can't sleep if it's too much light. So Allah has made it such it's dark at night, it's peaceful, it's easy for us to go to sleep. Like you see the children in summer when they sleep, they have to go to sleep 7, 8 o'clock and it's still light outside. So sometimes if they're not used to it, it's hard for them. So again here, وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I've made the night as a cover for you. وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the day for earning and livelihood. To get our earning, our rizq, and a provision, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made daytime for us to go and seek that. وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا وَبَنَيْنَا فَوْقَكُمْ سَبْعًا شِدَادًا, and we have built above you 7 heavens. We can see one sky, but it's actually 7 heavens. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَبَنَيْنَا فَوْقَكُمْ سَبْعًا شِدَادًا, and we have built above you 7 heavens. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all this ayah is telling us to ponder upon the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَبَنَيْنَا فَوْقَكُمْ سَبْعًا شِدَادًا وَجَعَلْنَا سِرَاجًا وَهَاجًا, and we have set a glowing lamp. At night it's dark, but you still have the moon, which is like a side lamp for us. So in those days people used to travel, some people used to travel at night, so at least they have the moon. It's not totally dark. Imagine in some countries where there is no light, there is no street light, and somebody has to travel. In those days when there was no light at all, there was no cars, etc. So how would they manage if it's totally dark? So again, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَجَعَلْنَا سِرَاجًا وَهَاجًا, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, we have set a glowing lamp for you. وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ الْمُعْصِرَاتِ مَاءً ثَجَّاجًا, and from the rain clouds we send water pouring down in abundance. If there is no rain, if there's no water, then it'd be difficult for the farmers to get all the fruit and vegetable, etc. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, from the rain clouds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who ordered the cloud to send the rain down. وَلِنُخْرِجَ بِهِ حَبًّا وَنَبَاتًا, so from the rain cloud, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send water. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have sent the water from there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring the grain and a variety of plants for us to eat, to survive. وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we have also made huge gardens, very dense, huge gardens. If you look at the jungles and the Amazonia, etc., how huge it is, how big it is. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَنَّاتٍ أَلْفَافًا. Then in a different surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَقَالَ تَعَالَى قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ. Woe to the man. It's a kind of قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ. The expression in Arabic here is like, it's not curse, but it's like kind of saying like something bad to somebody. How bad, how ungrateful the man is. قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ. Why? Because قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ, if you look at the man, مِنْ أَيِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقَ, of what he has been created with. He has been created with min nutfa, from a drop of impure water. خَلَقَهُ فَقَدَّرَ. He creates. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who creates, who gives lives. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who proportions us. If you look at our body, how equal it is, how parallel it is, etc., this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. خَلَقَهُ فَقَدَّرَ ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes our path easy for us. When we're little, our mother feed us, we don't have any worry, then we grow, we become independent. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the path easy for us. ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ فَأَقْبَرَ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, then we cause the human being, we cause a man to die. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we cause him to die. So ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ فَأَقْبَرَ ثُمَّ إِذَا شَاءَ أَنْشَرَ. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused us to die and to be buried as well. ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ فَأَقْبَرَ ثُمَّ إِذَا شَاءَ أَنْشَرَ. And then whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleases him, he will bring us back to life again. كَلَّا لَمَّا يَقْضِي مَا أَمَرَ. But yet the man declined to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to do what he is told. We can see all this power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but still yet we still don't want to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَىٰ طَعَامِهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, let the man reflect on the food he eats. Okay, just look at the food we eat. أَنَّا صَبَبْنَا الْمَاءَ صَبًّا. That we let the rain pour down in torrents. ثُمَّ شَقَقْنَا الْأَرْضَ شَقًّا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we cleave the earth asunder, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the same water that go in the soil, in the earth, then from there the grain will come out, a plant will come out from there, and is breaking the earth. So this is the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ثُمَّ شَقَقْنَا الْأَرْضَ شَقًّا فَأَنْبَتْنَا فِيهَا حَبًّا. We make the grain grow out of it. From the same earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the grain grow out of it. وَعِنَبًا وَقَضْبًا. And grapes and vegetable. Grapes, wines and vegetables. وَزَيْتُونًا وَنَخْلًا. And olive trees and date palms. وَحَدَائِقَ غُلْبًا. And enclosed gardens. وَفَاكِهَةً وَأَبًّا. And fruits and fodders. مَتَاعًا لَكُمْ وَلِأَنْعَامِكُمْ. As provision for you, for your cattle to enjoy. As provision for you and for your cattle to enjoy. So in all this ayah we just mentioned, is about the meditation and the pondering in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creature. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في النزول إن في خلق السماوات والأرض الآية ويل لمن قرأها ولم يتفكر فيها. That Rasulullah sallam, he read this ayah of the Quran where we mention إن في خلق السماوات والأرض. In the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the earth and the heaven, there are signs, the ayat, there are signs for the people who wants to ponder upon it. So Rasulullah sallam is saying here that kind of a curse to that person who read this ayah, لِمَنْ قَرَأَهَا وَلَمْ يَتَفَكَّرْ فِيهَا. How a shame on that person who read this ayah and he still don't ponder on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation. وعن ابن عباس رضي الله عنه أن قوما تفكروا في الله عز وجل. Ibn Abbas رضي الله عنهما, he mentioned that once upon a time there was a nation who used to ponder in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم تفكروا في خلق الله ولا تفكروا في الله. So the difference here is, so Rasulullah sallam is saying, do not ponder in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but ponder in the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. تفكروا في خلق الله ولا تفكروا في الله فإنكم لم تقدروا قدره. Why? Because you will not be able to ponder in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you start doing that, what's going to happen? Shaitan is going to come and is going to deviate you. And you're going to start to think, oh, this and that, how Allah was created and this and that, this is logical, this should be this reason and that reason. So never ever ponder in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because this is shaitan. Shaitan will come into you and make you ponder. Make you question yourself about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're Muslim, but then he'll come and make you think here and there, and then you will go astray. That's why we hear so many Muslims nowadays who leave the fold of Islam. So many people, mashallah, become Muslim. We talk about this, but we don't talk about how many people leave Islam on a daily basis. Everywhere in the world, how many people leave Islam? So why? Because again, one of the reasons is this. We shouldn't meditate, we shouldn't ponder in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How was Allah created? All this, whatever we know is ghaib, iman bil ghaib. We have to believe in the unseen. فانظروا إلى آثار رحمة الله كيف يحيي الأرض بعد موتها إن ذلك لمحيي الموتى وهو على كل شيء قدير. An ayah of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, look at the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the same land which was dead, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving that land life again. كيف يحيي الأرض بعد موتها. Sometimes you see a piece of land which has not been used for a long time, and it's dead, there's nothing there, nothing growing. After some time, then somebody wants to start using it again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving life again. Grass is coming out again, plants coming out again, vegetable and fruits coming out again. So this is a sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنَّ ذَلِكَ لَمُحْيِي الْمَوْتَى. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give life again to the dead. وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٍ. Allah has power over everything. So this is about today's khutbah. And we're just going to mention a few hadiths about the fadail of Ramadan. As the month of Ramadan is coming soon. In one hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying, عن سلمان رضي الله عنه قال خطبنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في آخر يوم من شعبان. Salman radiallahu anhu reports on the last day of Sha'ban, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he called us, all of us, and he said, come here in the last day of Sha'ban, and he addressed us. فقال يا أيها الناس. He said, oh people, قد أظلكم شهر عظيم مبارك. He said, "O people, is coming over you now a great month, a most blessed month. فيه ليلة خير من ألف شهر. In this month there is a night which is more greater in virtues than 1,000 months. شهر جعل الله صيامه فريضة. Such a month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made its fasting farz, compulsory. وقيام ليله تطوعا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made sunnah, the tarawih at night. من تقرب فيه بخصلة كان كمن أدى فريضة فيما سواه. Whoever has accomplished any optional action in the month of Ramadan, he will get the reward of farz in the month of Ramadan. Because the reward for farz is more than optional action. وَمَنْ أَدَّى فَرِيضَةً فِيهِ كَانَ كَمَنْ أَدَّى 70 فَرِيضَةً فِيمَا سِوَاهُ. Now the person who will fulfill an action which is farz in the month of Ramadan, he will get the reward of 70 compulsory action besides the month of Ramadan. وَهُوَ شَهْرُ الصَّبْرِ. And Ramadan is a month of patience, is a month of sabr. We have to bear with no food, nothing to eat, nothing to drink, etc., etc. We still have our routine of work, etc. So maybe we have to adapt ourselves with the tarawih prayers, and then for suhoor, for fajr, etc., etc. But we have to do sabr. We shouldn't mourn. We shouldn't complain. Oh, it's long today, or it's hard today, or this and that, because you're losing your reward. There's no point. You have to be sabr. Even if you hear somebody else complaining, you should tell him, don't complain. Okay, if he's a child, it's different. They try the starting, first time, second time is different. But an adult, we shouldn't mourn, we shouldn't complain. Oh, today is too hot here. Oh, today is too cold, and this and that. Oh, I had a hard day today. No, never complain. You shouldn't complain, because you're doing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you by complaining to creator of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they can't do anything for you. Only thing you're doing, you're losing your reward. You're not getting the full reward, because you're mourning, you're complaining. So you shouldn't complain, you shouldn't mourn. وَالصَّبْرُ ثَوَابُهُ الْجَنَّةِ. So this is a month of patience, and patience, the reward for it is Jannah. وَشَهْرُ الْمُوَاسَاةِ. And also the month of Ramadan is a month where we should sympathize. It's a month where we should sympathize with our fellow Muslim brothers. وَشَهْرٌ يُزَادُ فِي رِزْقِ الْمُؤْمِنِ فِيهِ. And in the month of Ramadan, the rizq, the provision of the Muslim, of the mu'min, is increased. من فطر فيه صائما كان مغفرة لذنوبه. Whoever will feed somebody who is fasting in the month of Ramadan to break the fast, كان مغفرة لذنوبه. Inshallah, this will be a mean of his sin to be forgiven. وعتق رقبته من النار. And also a freedom from Jahannam. وكان له مثل أجره من غير أن ينقص من أجره شيء. And that person who will feed the sa'im, the person who fasts, then that person who is feeding others, he will get the full reward of those people who are fasting. Full reward. Whatever that person is getting from the morning till night for his fasting, the person who is feeding, he will get also the full reward, not half. And when you get the full reward, that person's reward is not going to be decreased. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is generous. So you getting the full reward, he's getting the full reward as well. فقالوا يا رسول الله. The Sahaba said, O Prophet of Allah, ليس كلنا يجد ما يفطر الصائم. O Prophet of Allah. But unfortunately, the Sahaba was not well off. They were poor. So they said to Rasulullah, not all of us would manage to feed the person who fasts. We don't have the mean for it. Maybe in our family is already hard to feed my family. How can I feed other people? So Rasulullah said, فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يعطي الله هذا الثواب من فطر صائما على تمرة أو شربة ماء أو مذقة لبن. Why? Because to feed somebody in the month of Ramadan is not, the Sahaba had the same thought as we having now. What is feeding? Some mosque says, oh, £150 a night, £300 a night to sponsor one night of Ramadan, one iftar. But this is not what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam meant. Obviously, not everyone can afford that. But what is meant by فطر صائما, to feed a fasting person. Because Islam is easy, has been made easy. Not as we think, it has to be starter, it has to be 3-course meal, has to be 2 different curry, chicken and meat, then it has to be 2 different kind of dessert, then it has to be this and that. Obviously it's going to cost so much. And obviously not everyone can afford it. So this is not what Rasulullah ﷺ meant. This is not the sunnah of Rasulullah in the Masjid Nabawi. The iftar was very, very simple. So it's better if somebody who wants to, somebody has a budget, for example, somebody's budget 150 pound. So rather than blowing the 150 pound in one night of the month of Ramadan, you're doing food for 150 people, 100 people, and only 50 people is turning up for it. Half of the food, or 1/3, is going in a bin. This is haram. So if you have 100 and one night is all gone, finished. It's better you spend that money wisely, and every day you bring maybe some bottle of water, you bring some dates, you bring some yogurt, you bring this and that. You're going to have the imam coming for Taraweeh, only 2 of them coming. So if anyone wants to contribute, just bring for one person 2 portions, right? Rather than, as I said, 150 pound in one day, one night is gone. You use that money for the whole throughout the month. And rather than having in the masjid once a week or twice a week, people coming for salah, for maghrib. People coming only once, or before used to be twice a week. Last year was maybe once a week, or maybe 2 or 3 times in the whole month we had iftar. So only 3 times in the month we see the brothers coming to the masjid. And when there is no iftar, they don't come to the masjid. When there is free food, they come to the masjid. When there is no iftar, we don't come to the masjid. And some brothers come even after maghrib. When the food time they come, like a restaurant, and before Isha they go. Some brothers come after maghrib, some come for maghrib, some come after maghrib, they eat, and before Isha they already gone. Some of them they hear adhan and they're still going out. So this is a shame. This is a shame. So here what we're saying is, the month of Ramadan, Rasulullah ﷺ is saying that iftar of a sa'im is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the full reward for the person who is feeding somebody just with 1 tamar, just with 1 date. أو شربة ماء, or you're giving somebody a sip of water. أو مذقة لبن, or some yogurt. How simple it is. But we have made it so complicated. Or if I don't do it, I won't have a good name in the community. People are going to talk about me. No, you're doing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're not doing for your name to be on the paper, in the community. Wherever we are, in any city we are. We shouldn't do it for that intention. Shouldn't for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what? This is what I can afford. Is it better I do something or I don't do anything? Is it like what I can afford? I'll bring what I can bring. I don't have to go with what people say. I bring what I can. I'm doing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is my niyyah, this is my intention. Allah will reward me according to that. So this is for the people who are young and who are students, etc. They can't, the young people, not students anyway, they are studying. But the people who really can't afford it, then at least they feel that they've done something. It's not they feel like, I can't do it. At least they feel that they've done it, and inshallah they get the full reward. Now that person who brings some tamar and some water and some laban, and somebody he will do the 3-course meal, they both get the same reward. They both get the same reward. Why? Because the intention was, and the mean, whatever they could afford, they've done the best of what they could. وَهُوَ شَهْرٌ أَوَّلُهُ رَحْمَةٌ. And the month of Ramadan, the first 10 days is rahmah, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should seek for rahmah. The second 10 days, we all know that, but it's just reminding every year. وَأَوْسَطُهُ مَغْفِرَةٌ. And the second 10 days is maghfirah. Only thing we ask to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is maghfirah, forgiveness. وَآخِرُهُ عِتْقٌ مِّنَ النَّارِ. And the last 10 days, the 10 is deliverance from Jahannam. مَنْ خَفَّفَ عَنْ مَمْلُوكِهِ فِيهِ غَفَرَ اللَّهُ لَهُ. Whoever have, in those days used to be slave, we don't have slave anymore, but if you have workers, then مَنْ خَفَّفَ عَنْ مَمْلُوكِهِ فِيهِ. If you make things easy for your worker in this month, غَفَرَ اللَّهُ لَهُ. Allah will forgive your sin. وَأَعْتَقَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will free you from Jahannam. So you know somebody is working from about 9 to 5. You make it be easy for him in Ramadan. Okay, half an hour, you can come later, half an hour, you can go earlier. Or he's carrying some heavy boxes, etc. You're helping them. You're making easy for them. Why? Because you have raham upon them. And you have raham upon them, Allah will have raham upon us. So we have to make it easy for them. If you make it easy for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will free us from Jahannam. وَاسْتَكْثِرُوا فِيهِ مِنْ أَرْبَعِ خِصَالٍ. The month of Ramadan, we should increase 4 things. Number 1, two of them is for Allah and 2 of them is for us. 2 of them is for Allah and 2 of them is for us. The last 2 we can't do without it. We need both of them. The first 2 is فَشَهَادَةُ أَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Increase La ilaha illallah, kalima tayyiba, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, throughout the month. Increase it. If you don't do it at all, at least you start it. If you're already doing it, you increase it. وَتَسْتَغْفِرُونَ, and increase your istighfar. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, Rabbi min kulli. Not just like a machine, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. No. You have to pronounce it properly and ponder upon the meaning. Not just some people after salah, subhanallah, 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 and just finish it quick, the 3 times and they go, no. That's not the way. You should do it even less, but quantity. You ponder upon what you're saying, subhanallah, what does subhanallah mean, alhamdulillah. And when you say astaghfirullah, you think about your sin and firm intention of not doing the sin again. Firm intention of not doing the sin again. Then you say astaghfirullah. If you just astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, and you don't have an intention of stopping your sin, is useless. وَأَمَّا الْخَصْلَتَانِ اللَّتَانِ لَا غِنَاءَ بِكُمْ. And the last 2 things that we should do in the month of Ramadan, we should increase and we can't do without it, is number 1, تَسْأَلُونَ اللَّهَ الْجَنَّةِ. Ask Allah for Jannah. We can't do without it. We need Jannah. If you don't have Jannah, we go to Jahannam. And the last one is تَعَوَّذُونَ بِهِ مِنَ النَّارِ, and you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from Jahannam. We need that as well. So we need Jannah and we need ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannah and to save us from Jahannam. So 4 things we should increase in the month of Ramadan is number 1, kalima tayyiba, increase, astaghfirullah, istighfar, and also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannah, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us from Jahannam. وَمَنْ سَقَى صَائِمًا سَقَاهُ اللَّهُ مِنْ حَوْدِهِ شَرْبَةً لَا يَظْمَأُ حَتَّى يَدْخُلَ الْجَنَّةِ. And also the person who will feed somebody on a sip of water, give somebody a sip of water in the month of Ramadan, who is fasting, somebody who is fasting, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will give you some water on the day of Qiyamah from his hawd, from his pond, and that person who will drink that water on the day of Qiyamah, لا يظمأ حتى يدخل الجنة. He will never ever feel thirst again until he will enter Jannah. This will quench his thirst until he go to Jannah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grace to understand, practice, propagate. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.